Throw the key away. All right, guys, let's just get started, okay, everyone? Remember, I always tell you that if you have a hard time sitting, don't. If you have a hard time sitting, you want to find your sitting bones. You want to always make sure that you're not feeling that you're sitting in your hips. We're going to push our heels away from us through the bottoms of our feet, drawing your chin down. Now remember, you can always be sitting a little bit on a cushion if you need to. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to try to sit up a little straighter for 20 seconds, drawing the chin in. Hands are next to you. I want you to think of your core, navel, sitting bones. Candace, I got your niece and nephew here today. We're going to inhale, and we're going to exhale. Start doing it, Izzy. You're not here to read comments. Inhale. Now remember, every inhale, every exhale, you're trying to do it through the shoulder blades. You're trying to keep your arms aligned. So the inhale is going up, and the exhale is coming down. Now what I want you to think about when you fold forward is sucking your navel, hovering gently. Don't go into your back, gently coming down. You'll feel your hamstrings in your legs, and then come back up through the shoulders, stomach. Let's practice the breath. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhaling, sucking the navel, exhaling forward. I want you to stay in these positions for a couple breaths. You want to feel your legs, and when you come back up, always suck the navel, roll the shoulders. So we're going to keep doing this for about 8 times. We're going to inhale, watch the arms. We're going to turn the thumbs and the pinkies, shoulder blades, open the armpits, swallow the navel. And when you come forward, this is my shoulder blades are tight. I suck the navel and I round forward. It's just the music. And then we come back up. Ready? Inhale. Remember, you should always feel like you're sitting straight. Trying to open the heart through the armpits. As soon as the back squeezes, you guys, we have to swallow that stomach in and open the back, draw it in. Push the feet away from you. We're gonna do this at least 5 more times, sliding in. Inhaling. Always breathe. Coming through the stomach. Staying here, getting a little stretch. And then gently coming back. Okay, we're all gonna lie down gently, slowly, carefully on your back. I want every one of you to find your feet on the floor, but imagine yourself right now on a paddle board. Nice big board. You want to find the back of your head so that your chin is pointing down. You want to have your palms up. Shoulder blades are resting. The lower back is on the ground, but maybe not your navel so much. So what we're going to do, remember I taught you this breathing. You're going to keep the bones of your hips out of it. You're going to keep your rib cage out of it. I want you to relax everything. What I want you guys to think about is, I want everyone to think about their breath for a moment, okay? So if I'm laying here and I have my feet on the ground very lightly, chin is down. Every inhale, every exhale is coming through my navel. So I want you guys to think about this, okay? The music is way too loud for me to talk over. So, shh, shh. I have a way of thinking and it doesn't work for me, okay? I'll zip it. So right now I want to teach everyone here how to breathe to really get the best out of it, okay? If you realize that right now when you lay down, you have your hip bones and then you have your rib cage, and right in the center is your navel, and above your navel and below the navel are your sacral. That's your self-esteem. That's where we carry all of our self-worth, our self-esteem, all the bad thoughts that we have about ourselves. So what we try to do is we try to empty it with the breath, and I try to dump it into the ground because we collect it all in here. That's why we get bloated, constipated, anxiety. It all goes in your stomach. So if you leave the bones and the rib cage alone, and don't go like this. Don't go like that. You start slow. It's like you're trying to open up the flow in your nose. It would go very shallow. You don't want the rib cage involved. So you're trying to breathe through the navel. Now, inhaling, you are supposed to push the belly out, but that's a very hard thing to do. So what you want to practice right now is inhaling as long as possible. So if you start shallow breath, like, and you're trying to find little particles in the nose that you can breathe, and then you hold your breath for just 1 moment, swallow your spit, and when you're ready to breathe out, see if you can take your navel into the ground. So you open your mouth and you breathe from the throat chakra. The throat chakra is where it gets raspy, our voice, when we have a lot going on. So if we inhale again through just the navel and the nose, you hold your breath, and if you imagine a mirror in front of your mouth, you open it and you fog up the mirror. But you know how when you're trying to fog up or you're trying to blow a balloon, you're trying to conserve the energy of the breath? So every inhale and every exhale is long and continuous. So I'm going to do one without talking so you can hear what it sounds like. And it's all from my navel. My hips are left alone. My head is alone. So I start to breathe in. I hold it. I'm trying to rise my navel on the inhale. I'm trying to pull my navel all the way into the earth on my exhale. So basically, it's almost like you're tilting your stomach very slowly into the ground, but you're not using your bones of the hips or your rib cage. So basically, you're trying to think of your navel being pulled into the ground on the breath out and then letting it go on the breath in. So your belly pumps up on the inhale and goes down on the exhale. I know it's a long process. Once you learn it, it's life-changing. It can de-stress you in 5 minutes. So for 5 minutes, we're gonna lay right here. And I want you to think about your navel as if you're doing a sit-up when you're breathing out. You're pulling it into the floor and you're trying to breathe 2, 2, 2. You're trying to breathe everything out. Any stress that's in your mind, anything that gets stuck in our stomach, we just let it all go. It's not going to be 5 minutes, so don't start freaking out and saying, I can't do this for 5 minutes, I have things to do. Just let it go. Imagine it that you're resetting your iPhone. And I want you to start looking at the lights inside your eyes. That's how I started seeing patterns, by looking really like inside my third eye. If you keep your eyes shut and you start to look upwards, and I want you to see if you can visualize the color purple. And you can start to move your eyeballs without opening them, left, up, right, down. what you want to feel like your outline of all your body is starting to kind of release into the earth. And imagine if someone drew a line around your whole body right now. And that line was drawn so that you can actually feel like you're just leaving your mark on the ground, but I want you to lighten your body. So yes, we're lying, but we're also trying to be lighter. So elevating, kind of pulling the navel, trying to balance our body from all areas, from the toes, the outside of your feet. Did your legs start plopping out? Can you feel the feet, the inside, the outside? When you breathe in and out, are you attaching it to your hip bone, your rib cage? What we're going to start doing now is we're going to start rising the arms up one at a time by pushing the navel. So every exhale is going to be you bringing your arms back. So this is the inhale, lifting the arms, and on the exhale, bringing the navel into the ground as I bring my arms back. Inhaling up. So I want you to try to focus on the breath, moving your arms. If I was trying not to move anything other than just my arm, and I wanted to feel like I'm freeing my armpit and I'm putting a little pressure on my shoulder blade of that arm that I'm taking back. Closing your eyes, and when you do it, your body, believe it or not, it's like when a baby learns how to walk, sit, crawl. We don't teach the baby how to do it. The baby knows how to do it because the body knows how to do these things. Spread the fingers. You know how we always texting? I want you to really try to find the back of your head. Your chin is drawing down. And spread the fingers nice and wide. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to keep the hands down. And remember how we were working on the stomach? And now we're going to add the butt. So relax the breath. Inhale. On your exhale, I want you to pull your navel in, tilt your pelvis a little bit towards you. Find your feet, and very gently, don't squeeze your butt, just lift your butt off the ground with your feet, staying out of the hips. At the very top of the move, you'll feel your butt. You'll feel your shoulders and the back of your head pressing into the earth. Take a nice deep inhale. On your exhale, bring the navel down slowly as your butt is helping you gently. Once the navel touches, the rest of my body will come down. Slide your feet a little forward, and we're going to start to open the inner thighs slowly below the hips. So it feels inner thigh opens, lower back is down. Once I want to close it, I'm going to inhale first. Exhale, belly into the ground, inner thighs come together, slow, using the muscles. Inhale. Exhale, belly to the ground. Don't squeeze your butt, push into your feet gently. It's going to be a little different when you push into your feet. When you come up, at the very end, squeeze your butt, but try not to squish the hips. And when I come down, we're going to breathe first. Inhale, feel all four corners. Knees are pointing up. Navel comes down. I have to kind of squish it down. And then the rest of my body follows. Once my back feels heavy, I inhale. My exhale is allowing my inner thighs to open. My feet can actually start to come off the ground. I'm going to inhale first. My exhale is like a crunch. I'm sucking my stomach into the ground. I'm going to inhale again. My exhale is gently finding my feet, all four corners, lifting up slowly. At the very end, finding my butt, and I can walk the feet in if I have to. We're gonna stay here. I don't want you to push your butt. Just feel it, like you're squishing it. Don't lift it too high. Find the back of your head. Just be here. Now think about the two butt cheeks at the very tip of your butt. And then you have your navel. So you're gonna inhale, exhale, drop the navel and squish under the butt so your butt stays up. Just let it sit. Inhale. Exhale, lift the navel off the ground. I'm gonna rest 2 cups on my lap. And I'm gonna inhale and let my stomach on the exhale come down. It's a lot of work because you gotta keep that butt tight until your tailbone touches. Then I can relax, open my inner thighs only with all breath. So any opening is the breath out. Well, not really, you can do whatever feels comfortable because you can also breathe out coming in. Okay, so let's focus on the breath right now for a second. Leave your inner thighs out. Inhale first. Exhale, belly in. Inner thighs come together. Stop. Inhale. Find the exhale by lifting the butt, by pushing into your feet. Once you feel your shoulder blades on the ground, just find your butt, don't find your hips. Now, we're gonna do the breath of fire. So what you're gonna do is the navel is going to pump. So you're gonna kind of keep your mouth open or closed, but we're gonna only breathe from nostrils. So it's gonna feel like this. I'm lifting my navel on the inhale, pulling it back down on the exhale. If I get tired, I'll relax it. Open the inner thighs. I will always inhale before I bring the inner thighs together on the exhale. And I will always do an inhale first before I lift my butt on the exhale. Once I feel secure, I'm going back to the breath of fire. Pump your belly button. Up, down, only through the nostrils. And then bring it down. Everybody, I want you to take a moment, relax everything. Take one hand at a time behind the back of your head. You're only lifting your head. Everything stays down. Place the other one. Rest your arms down on your knuckles. Find your shoulder blades on the ground. Now your inhale is just preparing. Inhale. Exhale, where we pee, we're gonna hold. We're gonna push the navel into the ground, and I'm gonna leave my elbows open, but I'm protecting my neck. So the exhale is me pulling through my belly, under the navel, right above your gift. So above the gift and below the navel is what pulls me up. My lower back stays down, my navel stays down, my pelvis stays down. I'm folding back to the ground. And then I'm just gonna release the breath and practice the inhale again to know that my exhale is me pulling the string where I hold my pee internally to my navel and then lifting myself up, not by pulling my pelvis to me, by pushing everything down. So as I come back, I'm gonna do a little pulse. My navel, my navel, my navel, my navel, and then my navel pulls me down. Once I'm down, I'm gonna gently hug the back of my hamstrings like there's two balls. Inhale. Exhale by squishing your hamstrings, lifting your butt on the breath out. Leave your hands right where they are. Breath of fire for 10 seconds. Next breath coming down. Inhaling first, holding my breath out. Sorry, inhaling, not holding my breath. Breathing out, pulling my navel in, lifting as high as I can, not by pulling myself, by pushing my stomach into the ground, pumping it. See that breath of fire now goes in through the nose. So when I lift, I go, breathe out. That's a real crunch. And then keeping my stomach on the ground on my way back. Opening my elbows and then finding my butt again, lifting up. Now, I'm gonna go a little higher this time because I feel okay and I can push into my feet. And I'm gonna go as high as I can, and I'm gonna take my elbows this time and I'm gonna go under my body and clasp my hand. I'm gonna go onto my shoulder blades. You don't have to, guys. So my hips are square, my feet are down. I can feel my shoulder blades in the back of my head. Breath of fire, ready? Pump the belly up, down, up, down. And I'm gonna just relax my breath. I'm gonna peel my arms one at a time. I'm gonna make sure I come down from my navel. I'm gonna extend my legs slowly through my butt. Big toes pointing up, hips are headlights straight up, arms are straight up. Spread the fingers, push your heels away from you. Your thumbs are taking you back. Keep the thumbs and the fingers pointing. Push down on your heels a little bit, push down on your back, push down on your head. Take a deep inhale. On your exhale, you're gonna bring your arms forward and you're gonna chin it to the chest, chin to the chest, chin to the chest. You're not yanking your head up. Push down on the back of your knees, push down on the back of your legs, push in your belly. Now I'm gonna show you something. Some of us can come all the way up without using our lower back. And as I go back, notice that I keep myself straight and I'm just internalizing it. Pull the navel in, pull the navel in, pull the navel in. Now remember, you don't have to go all the way up. I didn't start going all the way up. I started only going halfway up, and I'll tell you, I'm gonna do one with you right now. Take an inhale. My exhale is me coming here. I'm gonna create a C curve. So here's my chin. I have no stress coming up. I'm rounding my back. I'm trying to make a C with my shoulders going forward. I'm concaving my rib in. And I'm gonna go down one vertebrae at a time. You know what feels really good on the head? Is if you imagine if you're putting an envelope and you're gonna hold it underneath your chin. So when you're ready, exhale it forward and then draw your chin down like you're gonna go, like you're drawing an unhappy face. And then smush it and hold it. That's a really hard move to do, and it takes a little time to get there. The next time you go down, I'd like everyone to push very firm on their entire right leg, right heel. You're not gonna use anything other than the strength of your core and the right leg. So when you're ready, take a deep inhale. No rib cage, remember? Exhale, push that leg down. You're only allowed to lift the opposite leg by pushing down on that other one and only using the quad, maybe a little bit, but a lot of the stomach. How high can you go by using the opposite leg? Hold it and then take it down from the leg. Don't use your hips, don't use your bones. As soon as it touches, inhale. Exhale. So your right leg is pushing into the earth, into the earth, into the earth, and you can use your belly. And we go back down, slow and controlled. Push down, push down. Elongate your opposite leg. Elongate the opposite leg. You're gonna go at your own pace. Every exhale is a lift. Actually, let's inhale on the lift. Inhale on your lift, exhale on going down. You are trying to utilize that right leg, right butt, right hamstring, navel, belly. That's it. The other leg is just free falling, and I'm actually elongating it by pushing down on my other one. 30 seconds, guys. We're gonna do one of them pointed. When I point, I'm gonna point both. I'm gonna point, I'm gonna push down on my quads, my stomach, my lower back is flat. Once I get here, I'm gonna take it back down, pointing, push down on your opposite as well. The next one is a flex. Ready? Inhale. Exhale, pulling in, holding the navel, sucking the stomach. And point. Everything is happening with the back down. It's all through the center. Flex. Point. Now we're gonna do a point up, a flex down. Don't forget your opposite leg, guys. Don't forget, my opposite leg is on fire. Point, flex. And we'll switch. Take a minute, relax it. Hey Siri, off. Here we go, push down on your opposite leg. Thanks, baby. I want you guys to know that the opposite leg for me is a little harder. So I'm gonna open my legs just a dot so I can feel my lower back flat. I'm gonna use my left side. My left bones of my back are down. My navel can always help, but I'm gonna really push down on my left leg, outer, behind the knee. Start slow, please. Don't rush it. Don't rush it. And go back down. See, I slowed mine down. Our lower back is flat. I'm really trying to work on pushing down on my body, the back of my head. I'm trying to push down on the back of my knees. Nice. And right now, just do what you can in the sense of point, flex, whatever keeps you square. We're working it. Don't get your rib cage involved. It's below the rib cage. You're trying to keep a flat back. My left leg is down, really down. Let's start to really push down. Inhale up. Flex, flex. Exhale down. Ready to point? Point, point, point. Oh my God. For 1 minute, I thought like the ocean was gonna take us. And come down. Point, point, point. I really want you to point, point, point.
My back's not even touching the floor.
Then don't do it that high.
I don't know how to do it.
Okay, okay, look. My back's not touching the floor, but you can push down on your opposite leg. Push down on your opposite leg, and that's all you should go. And then use your stomach on the way down. Push down on your opposite leg the whole time. Okay. So you ready to do some pointed, guys? We're gonna do them pointed and then flexed. I'm gonna do mine pointed. I'm gonna do pointed. And then I do it flexed. And I'm just going a little faster because we're all doing our own moment here. You ready to? You ready to alternate, Sebastian? Point. Bring it down. Point. Bring it down. Flex. Point. You guys didn't know I had very athletic kids, did you? They've been raised at the gym. They were raised inside of a gym. They spent 20 years basically at a gym. Let's do 6 more. They spent a lot of time when I was teaching, like 3-4 hours a day there. They spent a lot of time at the kids club. They had best time there. Best time raising kids at the gym. Last 6. Whoa.
Are we supposed to get up?
No, I'm your teacher. He has such good form. Did that feel good?
Yeah.
Felt good, right? I know you're the only one focused. This guy behind me, he focused though. He didn't talk for 30 minutes. He's annoying, isn't he?
I smoked a little bit, that's why.
Oh, he got high. That's why. High as a kite.
It's good to do when you're
Ooh, I
doing
wanted to
yoga.
get high and do yoga.
That was like the best freaking...
Really?
Yeah.
I want to get high and do yoga, right, Dad? Get involved.
No, you can't get high.
But I want to feel involved with the situation.
It felt good, didn't it?
Yeah, it's good. I don't need a map.
The workout, I am not reading any chat, just working out. Oh, I'm reading chats now. I'm reading the chat. Okay, hold on 1 second. Do you guys notice we're crossing 1 over? Look how flexible Sebastian is. Sebastian is like the male version of my body. Is that funny? You are, the female version of my body.
Not really. I don't even know how to keep my back on the floor.
You used to jump into splits.
Yeah.
You and him were just kind of born this way. You used to jump up and go right into the splits.
That was very easy for me.
Let's switch.
That was way more than 30 minutes.
I know, it was almost like 40 minutes. So what? We did good.